When it comes to clothes, I think that knowing what not to buy is more important than knowing what to buy. I'm pretty picky about what clothes I bring into my closet because I just hate seeing neglected pieces hang around. There's nothing worse than knowing I'm avoiding a piece of clothing that I'm also clinging onto because throwing it away would just make me feel guilty. So after years of trial and error, these are the things I've learned to avoid when I'm buying clothes. I try to avoid clothes that are boxy. I think this look is a lot more popular in China and Korea than in the US. This look has a lot of straight, stiff lines and tends to look a little bit boxy. On other girls, it looks cute, playful, and chic mom even. But on me, it's giving Ness. I look like a cube. I don't mind oversized or boxy clothing. I think it can look good, but it's just a little tricky for me to get right on my body. It's only when I start looking like I'm wearing a 10 or a cube is when I start having issues. This is very specific, but I try to avoid off-the-shoulder pieces made in the wrong material. Off-the-shoulder pieces made in a stiff material just doesn't make sense. It's not practical. Like, I'm not trying to walk around like a penguin all day. When I'm looking for off-the-shoulder pieces now, I'll look for a stretchy fabric. I really like this top because the material is very soft and moves with my body. When I'm shopping online, I'll always look at how the model is posing. Like here, you can see the model is struggling to lift her arms, which is a dead giveaway. Like this top, it's made of linen, and I know for a fact she isn't moving. Don't let how cute something looks trick you into thinking it's wearable, because that's how they get you. Next, I try to avoid sports bras with thin straps. If you're a busty bee, this trend is not for us. There's no way I'm getting through a workout while having a couple of strings and a napkin hold up my girls. I tried on this bra from Aloe that looked really beautiful, and you know, they're kind of a trendy brand right now, so I wanted to give them a try. The straps are quite thin, so I started feeling shoulder pain from the straps digging into my shoulders. Even though it looks really dainty and cute, it's not practical. If you have bigger girls, it just makes more sense to avoid this trend and to look for bras with a thicker strap, better support. Not only will they hold your girls in place, they'll look a lot better. These are probably the hottest looking shoe ever invented, but wow, are they awful to wear. When I first saw these, I was like, straps, how cute. I mean, it seems like it could even be comfortable, but I was so wrong. It just feels like a pinching, strangling sensation on the feet. I've tried spraying hairspray on the sole, I've tried tying the strings in different ways, none of which have made these shoes feel any better. Since I tie it very tight, the straps have also started to unravel. I think heels as a category are better for more formal occasions, so it's not a good investment for me. Other shoes can achieve a similar look without being a pain in the ass. For example, these heeled boots are very chic and sexy in their own way, and they have much better support. A heeled loafer I think is also good here, or these sandals, which are better since they have more support around the toes. Next, I avoid crop tops that are too cropped, specifically the ones that hang above the belly button. Now, I don't like these types of crop tops because I just feel too exposed. I just don't want to go about my whole day thinking about how my stomach looks while I'm sitting or eating. I think I tend to avoid clothes that have extreme cuts or silhouettes because those tend to lean more into trends and just don't always work for my body. Instead, I prefer tops that end right at the belly button, or better yet, a few inches below. I think this length is perfect and just looks more timeless and flattering. Don't attack me, but I've stopped buying tank tops for now. I'm specifically talking about this garden variety white tank top that I see everyone wearing. I just don't like how this type of tank top looks on me because it's giving busty construction worker. I think that tank tops alone look too casual and laid back for my taste. Like if I had to pick between wearing a tank top or a t-shirt, I'm picking the t-shirt because I think it looks more flattering and formal. If we ignore how ugly tank tops look. I mean, they're not ugly, they just look very construction worker-esque. I can't deny how easy they are to wear, especially in the summer, so I haven't banished them from my closet forever. I've just stopped trying to force them to work on me. The only tank tops that have survived in my closet are these from Uniqlo. I'll typically wear these if I'm home or if I'm running a quick errand. If I wear it out, I'll usually layer something on top to elevate it a bit. This one's really hard for me, but I try to avoid occasion dresses. I had this realization after buying this dress that was a little over $100 only to wear it once. For my lifestyle, I think it's good to have at least one of these in case I go to a wedding or fancy dinner, but it's not where I'd be investing most of my money. Instead, I try to find dresses that can be worn every day, but could also maybe pass as an occasion dress. That way I can maximize the wear I get out of it without compromising on the quality. Like this dress from Reformation is super versatile. I've worn this dress to a wedding and parties, but also for more casual things like the farmer's market or for lunch. For my current lifestyle, I feel like statement pieces are not worth it because I might not wear it all the time and they are harder to style. I just feel like statement pieces require more effort and thought, and sometimes I just won't have the energy. In general, I just don't like spending an excessive amount of time in the morning figuring out what I'm going to wear. But in defense of statement pieces, I think that experimenting with bold or unconventional pieces can help you find your unique style. This is the only true statement piece I own, and I got it because a yellow raincoat is iconic, timeless, and practical, so it felt like a good investment. Honestly, I could probably take more risks with my own style, but I think that'll come in the form of experimenting with subtle details and low-stake pieces like accessories. Next, I will be avoiding jeans that are 100% cotton simply because they are suffocating. So way back when, I bought these $260 pair of jeans thinking I'd reached the pinnacle of jean, and let me tell you, I've never neglected a piece of clothing so fast and had such intense denial that I was avoiding it. I was so possessed by the idea of having the perfect jean that I ignored how it actually felt like wearing it. I basically can't eat in these jeans unless I don't feel like breathing that day or if I want to have a potential stomach cramp. Don't get me wrong, pure cotton jeans are higher quality and I still whip mine out here and there if I'm willing to suffer for the fit. But on most days, I want jeans with a bit more stretch because they're more wearable. If I wanted you to remember one thing from this video, it's that even though something is technically better quality or more expensive, it doesn't mean it's better for you. No matter how cheap the sweater is, no matter how cute it is, I try to avoid synthetic sweaters at all costs because I've never found a synthetic sweater that wasn't itchy. I think my skin might be more sensitive than most people's because there have been times where I've tried on sweaters that were so itchy and unbearable, but I'd give it to a friend and they'd feel fine. Instead, I prefer sweaters that are 100% cotton or a cotton blend with a small percent of wool or cashmere. Inevitably, sweaters made of natural fibers will be more expensive, but it is worth the investment because they won't deteriorate after 4 washes. For a while, I really wanted a satin skirt because I think they look so cute. I wanted to go for this tucked-in sweater look, only to realize that does not work. Because the material is so thin, you're gonna see every single crease. I can try to hide it with the flap of the sweater, but it just doesn't feel very stable. I cannot continue my day with mental peace, knowing that this lump might pop out at any second. Enter the knit skirt, the solution to all of my problems. You can tuck things in and you won't see any wrinkles. It's very forgiving. Knits tend to look more casual, and since my clothes lean on the casual side, it's easy to pair the skirt with things I already have. Here are other knit skirts that I also thought looked really cute. Well, that's all I had for today. Thanks for making it to the end. I hope that hearing about what I don't buy makes you think more about what you bring into your own closet. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.